Hello, and welcome to another update video on AVAX. Yeah, the AVAX chart is trying to hold support, guys. It's trying to hold support barely. And talking about the 10th of October low, this is the Coinbase chart, by the way. On some exchanges, that swing low was broken. Yeah, the April low got broken. Yeah, the October low broke below the April low. Not on the Coinbase charts. We can still view this as a possible 1-2 setup. Is it high probability? I'd say it's very speculative, I gotta say. It's super speculative, okay? The only reason why I'm calling it a possible 1-2 setup to the upside is because we have a micro 5-wave move up here, yeah? And then this could be a textbook expanded flat structure, okay? Expanded flat is an Elliott wave pattern where, yeah, the wave 1 is possibly indicating the new trend to the upside, okay? Then we have a corrective pullback. The problem is here, this was very deep. The breakout to the upside was very high, but this could be a so-called A, B, where the B wave did overshoot. And again, a flat correction is a 3-wave move. Yeah, so it's a 3-wave pattern where then in an expanded flat, the C wave is a 5-wave move, which it is, and it ends below the A wave low, which it did. And this is actually a corrective pattern, believe it or not, which means we have 5 waves up, and this is just correcting the 5-wave move. Very complex though. But we can call it a 1-2 setup, which means that the wave 2, if it's complete, yeah, could set the stage for a 3rd wave rally. But because of the, let's say, messiness of that structure, I don't like how high the B wave is and how deep the wave 2 is. So it's low confidence, but therefore it can make sense because of that to wait for a signal that the 3rd wave has started. Yeah, and not just believe it will break out. So I already told you, the reason is I can track 5 waves up, right? But also because we're still holding bull market support between 1250 and 1685. So there is a real potential for the market to turn around here, because this is a support area that the price reacted to already here in July, then here in March, then here in April, then here in June. Okay, so there is a case to be made for further upside reactions. They could play out because they have in this cycle several times from this area. And yeah, I mean, if we then see further upside from here, I mean, it might be the 3rd wave that could start from here. It might indeed be a 3rd wave that could start from here. One more reason actually why it can make sense to track this as a bullish structure is because the pullback is actually a 3-wave decline. So we have a 3-wave move to the downside as a counter trend move. Yeah. So I mean, 3 waves down typically allow for higher prices, and then we have a 5-wave move up. But then obviously all of this is just a mess. Yeah. But still, there is a scope for higher prices. There's some room. There's a setup even though it's questionable. This is a zone to watch. It doesn't make sense to try to track the microstructures on the AVAX chart. The patterns are very messy. Whenever patterns are messy, it makes sense to simplify it a little bit. There's really a lot of power in simplification. But you see it here in more detail, yeah, this ABC structure. But I wouldn't really want to try to figure out what this is, because what we don't have a 5-wave move up yet, okay? So I think what we want to see as first indication a low of sorts has formed is a break above this swing high from the 13th of October, which formed at $24. Please note that this 1-2 setup will be invalidated if we get a break below the April low. That doesn't mean it will drop like a stone, but it will be a further warning. I wouldn't see it as too dramatic, because it's basically already a 1-2 setup that's very questionable. The market could try again to form a new 1-2 setup from 1250. That's the update on AVAX. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then also feel free to check out our X channel for additional updates, charts, news, video updates, and much more. You can find a lot of updates there that we don't even cover on YouTube. I'll leave a link in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.